Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to our broadcast here at Pearl River Community College in Poppleville, Mississippi, where the Pearl River Community College Wildcats is getting ready to take on Southern Sports Academy. And joining me by my side is Coach Richard Mathis. He's a basketball coach and the athletic director here at the Wildcat College. Coach, y'all had that scrimmage game. We kind of talked about some players. You said y'all had a lot to work on, and what do you have in mind for tonight? I mean, what did y'all work on since that scrimmage game? What did you see? What were you really stressing on tonight in that game?
Austin, like I said, we had that scrimmage last week, and I wasn't really happy with the way we defended. So this past week, we've been working on picking up our intensity on defense. I didn't think we shot the ball very well last week, and I think that's one of our strong suits to this team is we should be able to shoot the ball. So we work more on, shot selection, running our plays a little more properly and a little crispier. And then, we just tried to polish some things and try to get it as close to game preparedness as we could.
Coach, who do you see tonight? You're going to be starting, and what's some key players tonight as you go against Southern Sports Academy? You say you don't really know much about the team. You never really watched them play, but what's some key players tonight that you have in mind that you really think that you've seen in practice that's really going to do good tonight?
Yeah, we only got a roster on Southern Sports Academy this morning, and they have players from all over the United States, plus players from Croatia, how you say that? Croatia, and Western Africa. So they have players. They have international players also. On our team, I expect big things out of Philip Crawford. He's a returning sophomore, all-state player. Emil Jones is probably one of our best all-around basketball players. And a lot of times I tell him, I said, Emil, I coach you, and you coach the rest of them, because Emil was a starting quarterback for us here for 2 years. So I feel like I'll get good games out of them, and we don't. Our other sophomore is hurt right now. He gets to go to the doctor tomorrow. That's LaKendrick May, and hopefully he'll get released tomorrow to start practicing with us. And then we got sophomore and Pedro Maciel, who transferred in here from Seminary College over in Shreveport. But Pedro played at St. Stanislaus, so a lot of people in this area are familiar with Pedro, and he's been a solid point guard for us in preseason.
Well, Coach, last year y'all went to the state championship, and what's some advantages y'all have this year that y'all didn't have last year? What's some disadvantages y'all had last year that may improve this year? What's some of them things that y'all might have this year?
Well, some advantages are that we've been there before and we know what it takes. But the problem with that is only have 3 sophomores returning. We always start the year hoping we can win a state championship and make it to the national tournament. The national tournament has been rather elusive for us for the last 20 years or so. We won 5 state championships here, but we can't seem to win one week in the state championship, then come back and win the next week to get to go to the national tournament. I'd like to see this team, mature and gel and be playing really well at the end of the season. If I had my druthers, I'd rather win the region than I had the state tournament, but we'll take either one of them, or both of them if that be the case. This team has a talent. It's yet to be determined whether or not they will play well together, where they'll buy into guarding for 40 minutes, where they'll share the ball offensively, where they'll let us coach them and and not act up and things like that. So it's a lot of unknowns on this team right now. So that's one thing. Good thing about tonight is after tonight we'll have the answers to some of these things.
So as you go in the locker room here in a little bit to get ready for the game, what's before the players come out? What's something you're going to tell these players before they come out on this court tonight? What's going to be your last words to them?
Probably the last thing we say to them, is play together and play hard. That's probably, if you do that, a lot of things will take care of themselves. Sometimes you can have a bad night shooting, but I always try to emphasize to them, look, you don't have a bad night defensively, and you shouldn't have a bad night rebounding. So things like that. We just try to get them mentally prepared to come play.
Well, you was telling me the scrimmage game is that this team is really good at shooting. That's going to be one of y'all's special weapons. What about y'all's defense? I mean, y'all's defense pretty good, or how they look?
Our defense should be pretty good, but I haven't been pleased with it so far in preseason. I don't know. It seems like we haven't really all decided that we were all going to play hard on defense. I tell them, 4 guys can really be playing hard and get going all out. And if one guy always lets his man come take the pressure off, or he don't guard his man, then we don't look very well. Because basketball is a team sport, and defense is team defense. It's not individual defense. So we have to play it as a team. And as I mentioned earlier, everybody has to buy in to playing good, sound, fundamental defense, and has to buy into playing hard on every possession.
Well, Coach, I'm about to let you go, but we're going to try to get back with you at the end of the game. But I wish the Wildcats best of luck. We're going to be up here and bringing this game tonight. And if you're listening back at home, you heard it from Coach Richard Mathis here at Pearl River Community College, the men's basketball coach and the athletic director here at Pearl River. And I hope you join us tonight. Here about 6 o'clock is when we go live. But that was Coach Mathis, and we'll talk to him more after the game, and we look forward to seeing him. So we're about 30 minutes away from game time, and my co-host is coming up right now, Gage Witten. And we'll see you at 6.